Welcome back, lords and ladies, knights and nobles. Today we are going over an amazing weapon here. We are going to be talking about the English warbow. Before I do that, I need to remind you to go ahead and like and subscribe this video. For every person who doesn't like this video, the French win a battle.
Please speak English. I enjoy to speak English. Simple and ugly.
Before we go into any of the fun content here, I need to take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video, the Holy Roman Catholic Church. Have you been committing too many sins lately? Have you been gambling? Have you been drinking? Have you been stealing from your boss? Well, luckily for you, the Roman Catholic Church has answers for you in the form of indulgences. Create a sin, bam. Money. Steal some money, bam. Donate some money. Blaspheme against the church? Well,
no!
I mean, you get burned at the stake for that.
It works when I tried it earlier today, so...
But you get the idea. So take a moment and check out the indulgence site at the Roman Catholic Church. Anyway, back to the video. So what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is an English warbow. The reason it's called a warbow is because by modern standards, anything over 80 pounds is considered a warbow. This one here is 130 pounds, so it fits well within that. You can see what it has here on it. On the front side here, the backing is going to be bamboo. That's going to be reflexive and help it bend back into shape. On the back here, that darker wood, that's going to be hickory. So it's a laminate bow. It's two pieces of wood put together.
What was that? See, you gotta watch out. The thing is, for street urchins, they are everywhere out here. You never know when they're gonna strike, where they're gonna come from, and they will straight rob you blind. So that one got me, but I think I got the last of them right there, because again, you don't want to get robbed. Another one! Oh my God! So I am out of money now. You think these kids would have better things to do. Oh gosh dang it! I got nothing left, I swear!
So you may be asking yourself, well, why heavy bows? Well, I will tell you why. Because heavy armor. The French have been improving the plate. They have been improving their armor capabilities. And we need something that's got more range and can fire a larger arrow. And why a larger arrow? Well, because it's got more mass behind it. It's gonna have more punching power. More stopping power. It's going to stop them in their tracks. And it's going to cause more disruption for the horses. So next, let's talk range and lethal capability. This bad boy right here, like I said, is 130 pounds. What we're going to do is we're going to walk it off and see what the max lethal range for this bow would be. So first up, we got ourselves a simple 20-yard shot. Piece of cake. We click it out here to about 50 yards. Also, piece of cake.
And lastly, the farthest I can go in my yard is 120 yards. So you may be asking yourself, well, Dash, why is such a heavy bow needed for a civilian? And why do you need such a powerful bow to take down a knight? Well, the answer is very simple. It's the law, and we have like no rights. It's literally mandated. You have to do this. That's why. Now, another thing you may find yourself saying is, what does draw even mean? What are these made up numbers, 135 pounds? Well, I'm gonna show you right now with this measuring device. The thing works is you strap it on and you're gonna pull back. And as I pull, once I get to that full draw, I'm gonna press the hold button there. And what you can see there is we have 137 pounds of draw. That means that to pull it back in its full, that's going to take 137 pounds of force. But not impressed, you say? Well, you're in luck, because in the arsenal we have a 165-pound bow. Now here is the lovely 165-pound bow. We are going to be shooting massive bolts out of this one, about 1,600 grain arrows. Now, the reason you have such a heavy grain arrow for these is because in order for the bow not to break, as in it's basically dry firing, you need something that's going to be 10 to 15 grains per pound of draw weight. Here is our arrow. Just kidding, this is like Anne Orlando. Whoop. Our arrow here. Why don't you come in and zoom in on this a little bit?
So these arrows are 1/2 inch ash shafts. Usually they're about 32 inches, and with the tip it's about 34 inches in total.
Right here is our bringer of death, and what's the secret that we have? Well, it's a bodkin tip, as you can see right there. A long tapered point with hardened steel, and that's gonna punch through just about anything except well-made plate. So you got some cavalry charging. You wanna try and hit them and slow it down. It's gonna hit the horses, and you're gonna do some work. So why doesn't everyone use a bow like this? Well, the real thing is the barrier to entry, the amount of strength required. It's literally a lifetime of work. Why is the weight important? Well, mass moving fast. Here's a just general rock right here. If I put that on, that's 4.4 ounces. So this is a 4.4 ounce rock. This arrow right here, 3.7 ounces. So this is almost the same size of this, traveling at 197 feet per second to sometimes 200 feet per second. That's gonna absolutely blow you back. Even if it doesn't go through your armor, it's gonna give you pause. Now let's get on to some fun stuff. What kind of kit can I expect to be rolling around in as an archer in the King's Guard? Well, we're gonna start off, of course, with a padded gambeson, because nothing says flexibility and fashion and protection like a padded gambeson. Next for the layer, you can go with chainmail, of course, but I prefer brigandine. It provides a little more protection against those slashing attacks. It's not going to stop a warbow, as I've shown on this channel before. But it's fashionable, looks cool, easy to put on, and you can still use your bow with it. So here you are, full battle rattle, light kit, able to roll, able to move, able to fire, ready to fight for King God country. Everybody, that has been my rendition of Medieval Gun Bros. Basically, what would happen if I feel YouTube was around in the medieval times? There would be dudes rolling around doing this, I would think. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. If you watch this video and do not like it, you are officially excommunicated. If you dislike it, you are definitely excommunicated. And if you don't make it all the way to the end of this video, you are excommunicated as well. Unless you have an indulgence, which means send me money. I just thought off the top of my head. That's your way to get out of it. If you want to get out of purgatory, send me money.